Hi there, YouTube. So I just tried to film this video once, and I decided it was too rambly, so I'm trying again. First of all, to all you American folks, happy Independence Day / 4th of July, and I hope that this video will find you well. To all my international folks that happen to be watching this video, hey, cool for you. I will totally watch your videos about your international kinds of patriotic themed days if you make any. I think everyone should make stuff. Yay! Okay, so first of all, let me show you. I am not wearing red, white, and blue, but I am wearing white because this happens to be my shirt that I got at my at the Washington State Capitol, Olympia. This is the legislative building. I got in the gift shop of the legislative building because I am a nerd of some kind. I also in theme with this video, I am wearing my Green Day American Idiot boxers that I've had since the 7th grade. Oh, nostalgia. So today we are going to be, after the kitty comes in, we are going to be talking about patriotism, or rather I'm going to be talking at you about what I think about patriotism. Because this is my channel and you are a captive audience because you are watching this video and you haven't hit pause yet. Don't hit pause. Don't go away yet. We are going to talk. So when you think of patriotism, you think of seeing my face better. Yes. Okay. So when you think of patriotism, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? For me, I think the flag, red, white, and blue, and America, which to me also then brings to mind white people and beer and hot dogs and American pie, not American pie, oops, apple pie, not American pie, maybe American pie, and fireworks, guns, let's see, what else? All of these things are the things that come to mind when someone says to me, oh, I'm like super freaking patriotic. That also, when I hear it, I usually think, oh, this person loves the country so much that they're not critical of what it does to the rest of the world or to its own citizens. However, last summer, I was doing a fellowship with an awesome organization, the Washington Best. Woo, represent, they go, woo, they're awesome. Go check them out. All of you should go Google them right now. They're fabulous. But anyway, so I was doing a fellowship with them, and we had a speaker come in whose name I can't remember. And he was a professor at UW and an author, and he basically talked about how the liberal, democratic, progressive, etc., the left community has sort of given up the right to patriotism to the right, to the conservatives, to all the other adjectives that go with that. That basically, we've decided that, like, we're liberal, they're patriotic. And I want to tell you that that is shit, and that we should do both at the same time. Or rather, be progressive and be patriotic. Don't want to assume that everyone automatically who is super progressive would identify with the word liberal. It's a weird word. It has lots of interesting historical connotations. And what I mean by being progressive and being patriotic, so the progressive community has a tendency to dissent a lot about things like oppression, things like cutting social services, things like restricting access to abortion. These are things we don't like, and we yell really loud about how much we don't like them. And then what do the conservatives say? You're not American. By dissenting to your government, you're not American. How many times have you activists heard that and then even thought to yourself, fuck you, you're right, I'm not an American anymore. Screw it. Right? That's how I feel sometimes when I hear that shit. I totally get it. However, for one, being American isn't actually something you can, like, stop doing really well once you've been born here as a citizen and been raised here. You're kind of indoctrinated with a lot of stuff that you can't really just throw off. So it's kind of hard, anyway. But two, why do people who apparently haven't read the Constitution have a right to American identity and I don't? Because there's a thing in there the right to protest, that supposedly one of our inalienable rights is to dissent our government. Our country exists because we dissented the government. We dissented a monarchy. We fought against it. People died. Lots of people died. That was an ultimate kind of dissent, if anything. And within that, during that whole thing, that thing that ended up being the Revolutionary War, that ended up being our fight for American independence, there was also a whole lot of dissent among those people. It's been an American tradition to protest and dissent from the beginning. Like, over half the colonies did not want to go to war. Did not want to go to war. I think it was over half. If you're a history buff, you can totally tell me I'm full of shit. If it's not, I felt like it was a lot. Anyway, and there were so many reasons not to. And we had that discussion. And it was a good one, obviously, because look where we are now. We still exist. Yeah. So this idea that protesting your government makes you not American, makes you less American, means that you're unappreciative, is bullshit. If you're protesting your government, if you're yelling and screaming about how fucked up some of the shit we do is, you are the most American person in the room, by far. That's how we make our country a better place. If you care enough about your country to say, you're being a shithead, stop, that's what people who love you do. They tell you when you're fucking up. That's what we need to do for America. All the time. And you may be wondering, like, what does she mean by we're fucking up? Well, it's things like imperialism, things like institutionalized racism that still hasn't been vanquished, things like the fact that we don't have an equal rights amendment. Did you know that women still are not constitutionally equal to men in this country? Ridiculous. Fucked up. Stuff that's happening in state governments. How about freaking Texas, anyone? Trying to pass a bill to make it so that the amount of available abortion clinics go from something in the 40s to 5. That's, hello, sexist healthcare. That's fucked up. And so what did we do with that? This is a perfect, super relevant example. Wendy Davis, a really, really awesome patriot and government official, got up there and she filibustered for 13 hours to stand up for women's rights. That's fucking American. And then what's happening now? Thousands and thousands of Texas people, not just women, but lots of women, but just Texas people rallied and showed up to tell their stories. Over 900 were there just to share out loud their stories and testify as to why that bill should not pass. That's really fucking American. How about the 4 states that passed marriage equality? Those were all states that were saying, hey, do you know what's fucked up? The fact that gay people can't get married in this country, that's really fucked up. We should totally do something. And now we've crushed DOMA. That's super duper duper American. That's awesome. That's exactly what a patriot should do. They should occupy. They should fight for civil rights. They should try to make this country a better place for everyone who lives in it and try to make this country a better place in the world. Because right now, we're not doing so hot. There's a lot of shitty things going on. Imperialism. Rah. Or, outsourcing of our jobs so that, girls and women can work to the bone for tiny, tiny wages instead of going to school and getting an education, which is an American value. That's fucking oppressive. And we should say how shitty that is. That's super duper American. Again, super duper duper. So, lots of yelling. You guys are probably used to that. And I'm obviously really, really passionate about this. I don't think that the most American things you can do are eat apple pie and shoot off fireworks and talk about how much you love your guns. I don't. I think it's way more awesome to go out there, get in the streets, and make a freaking difference. That's awesome. And I hope all of you in whatever region of the country you are, go get involved. Call your legislator and tell them what you think about what they're doing. Find out what they're doing. Go to your state government's website. Go, if you want to go federal, look at the U.S. Congress website. Register to vote. Register to vote. It's kind of like the smallest political thing you can do is vote. It's so easy. If you can. Particularly, those of you that can vote in this country should vote for all the freaking immigrants who can't and have no say in the policies that affect them. We really, really, really need to vote for them. All right. So, I hope you all have a really, really wonderful 4th of July. Those of you that have patriotic days in your country, I hope that sometime throughout the year that you make them and that you post them as a video response to this. All of you, make videos about what you think about Independence Day, what it means to you, what the Declaration means to you, what the Bill of Rights means to you, what freedom means to you, those things. This is a perfect time to talk about politics and how important problem solving is and how important dissent is and all of it. And of course, you should enjoy the fireworks. And I hope you all have a really wonderful time with your friends and family and your rabble rousing. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!